Welcome to my brand new studio space. And for those who are new to the channel, I've actually been working on this studio for over a year now, and today is the day that I officially get to call it complete. But rather than making a traditional studio tour video, I thought it'd be a little more interesting to talk about how I made this office as smart as it could possibly be. Because after a lot of trial and error, I feel like I've finally gotten it as perfect as it can possibly be. So I'm gonna run through every single smart home-based product that I've had installed in my office, and I'll also sprinkle in some of the non-smart products as well, but all of which have helped to make every single day that I spend in this office as productive as it can possibly be. So let's start right at the front door here. And before we'd even started designing this space, I knew that I didn't want to have to deal with keys every time I entered the studio. And so the product that I landed on was this Philips Smart Lock deadbolt system. It features pin code entry, fingerprint access, and it also comes with this hidden keyhole slot in case of any technical issues. Plus, it also has a companion app which allows you to generate temporary one-time use pin codes so that guests or service technicians can access the studio space even if you're not there. And then we make our way into the office, and the first thing that I always do whenever I come in for the day is press this button on this remote here, which opens up our smart blinds. So I have three what are called electric Titan roller blinds installed on each of my studio windows. And what's great about these is that not only can you pair them up to this remote outrageously easy, but they also pair to the Twees Smart View app, so I can operate them from my phone or tablet as well. Just keep in mind, the blinds use a Bluetooth connection, so I do have to be in the studio to use the app, but they're still amazing nonetheless. All right, from there we have the lights. Hey Google, turn on the studio lights. And with that simple command, every single light that I want to come on in the studio comes on nearly immediately. And whilst they're actually all different products from different manufacturers, the key feature that I was looking for when I was buying all of these products was that they had to be both hubless and they had to work with the Google Home app. And I've got to say, after probably close to a decade now of experimenting with different smart lighting based products, I've gotten to a point where if I ever have to buy any new products, I know exactly which brands I'm sticking to. And for me, hands down, the best bang for your buck hubless based smart bulbs that I've used are those from a brand called Govee. I've got a Govee bulb in this desk lamp here, and I've got these Govee light bars behind my monitor. Plus, I've used a bunch of other Govee products in the past as well, and they've always been some of the easiest to set up and the most reliable in terms of linking to the Google Home app. I also recently picked up a pair of these E14 Wi-Fi bulbs by a brand called Laser, which I use for these two charging bay lights, and they also work really well and were super easy to set up, so I'm very comfortable recommending them as well. Now, smart bulbs is one method that I've used to get each of my smart lights set up. However, this neon sign, these wall lights, and this pendant light, they're all actually not smart in and of themselves. And so I actually just recently picked up a set of these smart light switches from Amazon, and man, these have been amazing. They just replace any standard light switches, and once they're installed, you can then just pair the switches to this Smart Life app, which then links to the Google Home app. And so once I'd categorized everything accordingly, all of the lights in my office, not just the three that I mentioned, they all became smart. But that's not quite the full picture in terms of smart lights, because each of these storage bay lights and this top-down light, well, they're not smart out of the box either. And so after trying out a bunch of different smart plugs, the ones that are proved to be the most reliable are, believe it or not, these very affordable no-name options. These also pair through the Smart Home app, and they even have these customizable RGB ring lights around the plugs, which I don't take advantage of, but I can imagine they'd make it super easy to quickly identify a bunch of these plugs at a quick glance, which is really neat. All right, so that's how I made all the lights in my office smart. But while we're on the topic, I did want to mention the actual lights that I used for these shelving units in the storage room here, because it took me a bunch of trial and error to get this right. Now, I firstly bought a few of these ultra cheap motion sensor lights, but they were very, very cheaply made and not bright enough, and the sensors hardly ever kicked in. Then I spent way too much money on like 9 of these much better made Ufinor under cabinet sensor lights, and these do work a lot better. However, after using them for like a month or two, I quickly realized that motion sensor based lights are absolutely not suitable for this area at all, because they keep turning on and off whenever I was in the middle of filming these top down shots, which is definitely not what we want to happen. So I ended up getting a bunch of these Wobean LED shelf light kits along with these extension packs, and after taking the time to install them properly on each of the shelves, the end results have been amazing. All right, real quick, whilst this next product is not a smart product, it definitely makes filming in this studio space way more efficient whenever I'm recording audio, and I am of course talking about these incredible timber acoustic panels on the ceiling here. These are from a company called the Wood Veneer Hub, and I got these in this beautiful natural oak color, and not only do they look seriously incredible, but like I alluded to, they also help to dramatically reduce reverb when filming A-roll. And so instead of having to set up a bucket load of blankets, which is what I had to do before we renovated the studio, now I just have to set up my lights, put my camera in place, and away we go. Obviously, the carpet plays a huge part in reducing reverb as well, but definitely having these on the roof rather than your standard gyprock, it makes a huge difference. And whilst we're talking about the ceiling, I did also want to mention this other incredible product that I got, which is this ceiling mounted Pantagraph track and rail system. And this is what I use to mount 90% of my lights whenever I'm filming. And man, if you're like me and you love keeping things clean and tidy, then being able to use this setup instead of light stands is amazing. Also had my electrician install a bunch of power points in the ceiling, which keeps cables off the floor. So yeah, this is a really cool system that I highly recommend if you're someone putting together a filming studio as well. All right, from there we come to my desk, and you might be thinking that looks pretty cool, but it's just another desk, right? Well, believe it or not, it's actually another smart home product itself. So it's a standing desk from a brand called OmniDesk. It's from their Ascent Wildwood collection, and it is a seriously beautiful desk that I covered in a lot more detail in last month's desk setup video, which I'll link up in the cards. But the desk actually pairs to the OmniDesk smartphone app, and in doing so, not only can I then control the height of the desk from my phone with anti-collision sensitivity and height limits, but it also expands the amount of height presets from 4 to 9. The app also allows for setting reminders to make sure that you remember to actually stand. It also lets you adjust this one-touch setting. You can also control the brightness and colors of the RGB keypad and the vibration intensity as well. So as you can see, it's pretty jam-packed with smart features. And whilst it's not a smart product per se, I did want to give a big shout out to the team over at Aftershock who sent me this incredibly sleek and ultra powerful PC. Again, I covered it in a lot more detail in that recent desk setup video, but as a quick summary, this beautiful case is the Fractal Design North Walnut and Glass case, and the PC itself is stacked to the brim with some super impressive specs, such as the Asus ProArt Z790 Creator motherboard and the RTX 4080 Super OC ProArt GPU, not to mention a heap of other really beefy components. And the configuration of all of these high-end components has just made editing each of my videos over the past couple of months an absolute breeze. Aftershock actually offers a bunch of different workstation PCs on their website, each of which are customizable. So if you're in the market for a new PC for yourself, then you should definitely check them out. Now, for those who don't know, this office space is actually in the backyard of my house. And so I needed a way to make sure that I didn't miss any deliveries simply because I couldn't hear the front doorbell ring inside my studio. And so quite some time ago, I opted to go for the Google Nest doorbell. And I've got to say, I actually really like it. I mean, it's obviously super easy to set up using the Google Home app. And in the 2+ years that I've been using this thing, I've never had any issues with it. And to hear the doorbell chimes themselves, you might think that I use this Google Pixel tablet here on my desk setup, but no, for some reason, Google is yet to give it proper doorbell hub functionality. And so back in this room here, I actually have one of these Google Nest hubs set up, which chimes as soon as the doorbell rings. And whenever I'm actively filming in this top-down area, I'm able to see whoever's at the door, or if I'm at the desk and I hear the doorbell chime, I can then open up the Google Home app on the Pixel tablet and respond that way if need be. And while we're talking about cameras from Google, I've actually gone all in on this system and have 2 of their outdoor Nest cameras, one right here on the inside of the studio and one on the outside too, both of which just help to provide a nice layer of security for my studio. And look, I love that these cameras are integrated right within the Google Home app. And again, like all of the Google Home products, they're outrageously easy to set up and they work a treat, but I do not have a Nest subscription plan, and I hate that I need one in order to go back and look at old security footage if need be. So yes, I like them, but to be honest, there are probably some better options available if you do some research. I'm just too integrated into the Google Home ecosystem at this point, so they made sense for me to get. But if you're starting from scratch, then maybe another option would be a better and more affordable bet. All right, now living here in Newcastle, Australia, let me assure you, it can get real hot in this studio in the summer and real cold in the winter. And so one of the absolute top priorities was getting an air conditioning unit installed. Now, although the original plan was to get a smart aircon installed here, which would have made life a bit easier, for one reason or another, that didn't end up happening. But I knew that I wanted the aircon to still have smart functionality. And so after a bit of research, I finally decided to pick up this smart AC controller called the Celio Breeze Lite. And the reason I went with this one over some of the other options that I found online is that firstly, it uses USB-C, which is a huge selling point for me these days. And secondly, it doesn't require any sort of hub to work. Now, it wasn't that cheap, coming in at 180 Australian dollars when I picked it up. And I gotta say, the build quality doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. I mean, it feels like very cheap plastic, but despite that, it does do what it says on the box. Now, it does need constant power and direct line of sight to your aircon. So sometimes when my filming lights are in the way and I've tried to turn it off using my voice at the end of the day, it has sometimes not registered. So it's not flawless, but it's a pretty solid option if you're looking to smartify your not so smart aircon. Real quick, whilst we're here, I did want to point out this cool motorized backdrop kit that I picked up from Nanlite. And whilst it's technically not a smart product, it does give you the ability to lower and raise up to 3 backdrops super quick and easy. And for those wondering what I use these backdrops for, well, anytime you see any of these spinning or floating phone shots in any of my videos, which I actually use quite a lot these days, yeah, they were captured right here. Oh, and as for what I actually used to spin the products, well, it used to be this black turntable, which did an okay job for a while. But at the start of this year, I actually picked up this brand new motorized slider from Amazon called the Beckman 80 Pro. And the stock version comes with this smart pan head, which connects to the Beckman app. And so I actually now just use that to film these spinning product shots, which has been great. I also got their tilt arm kit as well, which pairs to the app just as seamlessly. And so whenever you see these sweet, silky smooth slider shots in any of my videos, yeah, they were captured using this very fancy bit of equipment. And I gotta say, I love this thing and I highly recommend it for anyone looking for a motorized slider. Now, real quick, I did want to very briefly show off my top-down filming station in a little bit more detail. And for anyone who's watched literally any video of mine on the channel, or at the very least, if you've seen any of my thumbnails, then you've most likely seen something shot using this setup. And so because I use it so often, when we were designing the studio space, I wanted an area that was designed to have this top-down configuration set up permanently so that the barrier to filming was as low as possible. That being said, it's also a bit of an eyesore, and so the genius solution our designer came up with was tucking it away here in the storage area, which has been amazing. So I've got my Sony a7 IV permanently mounted to the ceiling on one of these vibration isolators from ProAim, but then because I don't want this camera to move at all when I'm filming, I actually control it wirelessly using an app here on my iPad Pro called Monitor Plus. I've mentioned this app a bunch on the channel already, but honestly, I use this app pretty much every single time I'm filming, and not just in this top-down set. The Pro version does cost about 30 bucks, but it is well worth it in my opinion. And then the last smart home product that I wanted to mention is this robot vacuum here. This is the Deebot N8 Plus by a brand called EcoVacs. It's actually a couple of years old at this point, and honestly, I reckon just about any self-emptying robot vacuum with a bunch of good reviews will do the trick, but it is so nice to be able to, at the end of each week, open up the EcoVacs app on my phone, hit start, and to have my studio completely vacuumed automatically. Highly recommend getting one of these if you're building out a smart office space. But there you have it. That is my brand new studio space, and those are the methods and products that I've used to make it as smart and as functional as possible. I've left links below to every single product mentioned throughout the video. But aside from that, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will catch you later.